The guy I'm seeing legitimately thinks Santa Claus is real. I think he actually believes Santa is a real person in some capacity and thinks he delivers presents to his family personally. I'm probably going to leave tomorrow because it's been awful so far. I just want out. I'll call him Adam. Adam, 25 male, is from a pretty rural area up in the mountains, keeping it vague on purpose, and his family are what I'd consider religious extremists. He told me this before I, 23 female, came to see them for Christmas, that they were very religious, as are mine, so I thought it would be similar. I'm not seeing my family as I only have my abusive mom left, and we are no contact. I've only been seeing him a couple months and his beliefs have only came up minimally, and Santa Claus was not part of that. I don't even think we've mentioned it at all despite walking around Walmart with Christmas decorations and holiday stuff on shelves and him saying he wishes there was more Christian decorations. Adam and his family call Santa Saint Nick to start off with. He has a large family and we had a lot of regular Christmas Eve activities all day, including cooking breakfast and dinner with his family, sitting around and playing with the children, going to a church event around lunchtime. When we went to church, his mom would shake her head disapprovingly at some references toward Santa Claus the pastor made, and would whisper to his younger brother and her nephew next to her. I didn't hear what she said. When we made dinner, she told me to fix a plate for Saint Nick and I laughed and said, "Cookies aren't enough." And Adam shot me a horrified look. I felt the gaze of his mother and she gave me this sort of fake smile and said, "No, hun, that's not a filling meal." So I loaded up about as much as I gave Adam and the men in his family and put it on a plate. His mom put tin foil over it and put it in the fridge in the garage. At some point most of his family left. The children went to bed after about an hour of it being dark. Adam's mom told them to go settle into bed so Saint Nick can have his dinner and start to deliver presents. This gave me the implication that he would start his night here? Rather than just stop by, have cookies and leave. I'm not sure. His mom read a couple passages out of the Bible about family as we sat around the wood-burning stove, and we discussed my family situation a bit. Adam's dad then told Adam and I as well as his little sister to go to the guest house to sleep. It was about 9 p.m. I changed in the bathroom and said my goodnight to them and was about to walk out the door with Adam when his mom snapped her fingers and said, "Hun, you're forgetting the most important part of Christmas?" Adam looked pale for a second before kind of nervously laughing, and he stepped back to the door holding my hand. We went out into the garage where he grabbed the plate. I said something like, "She's really serious about Santa getting his food, huh?" Trying to lighten the mood. He squeezed my hand really hard and said, "Yes, I'd say it's serious." We went back in to microwave the meal and we awkwardly stood there in front of the microwave watching the plate turn around. I felt his parents' gaze on the back of my head. I said something again, I can't even remember what, kind of lighthearted about Santa having a full stomach if he eats like this at every house. Adam gripped my hand harder than he did before, and the first sign of affection he had given me in front of his parents all night, and said his name is St. Nicholas and he only eats his dinner here. Don't be disrespectful in our home. It sounds calm all typed out like that, but the way he said it gave me chills. His parents didn't say anything and I felt like I was going to cry. I left to walk in the backyard to the guest house, and his sister was waiting in this mostly empty living room area in there. She said she started the wood-burning stove there and she showed me where to sleep, a twin bed next to her, and said Adam would be in the next room over with his younger brother. I just laid down and I heard Adam come in maybe half an hour later and go straight to bed. I've just been laying here unable to get sleep because I'm so anxious, and I already hear movement in the main house at this point and I don't know what to think. I thought after everyone had left, mostly small children, the Saint Nick talk would end. I think his family, or at least him and everyone younger, legitimately believe this is a real person. His parents are really strict and live relatively off-grid and isolated. I barely have service here so I'll see if this posts, because I can't even text my friends SOS right now. I feel like I'm in a horror movie where they believe Santa is like a distant uncle or something. Does anyone know of any traditions like this? They killed a pig sometime in the last week as well as a couple chickens and the whole family is coming back tomorrow, and maybe it'll be less weird with more people being here? A few of his cousins gave me a more modern vibe rather than the rest of his nuclear family. But I don't know. I might just head back and stay at my apartment a couple hours away alone. I don't think I can continue seeing him. It's just been so weird.